Welcome to GCNTech Clinic. I'm joined with Max, special guest. He was on the tech show last week. Can't get rid of him. He's still here. So this is a tech clinic where we pick out some of the questions that you've been leaving in the comments section down below underneath our videos. And well, Max and I are going to do our best to answer them.
Yeah.
Without further ado, do you want to read the first question out?
When one switches to using wax for chain lube, what is best practice for lubing stock Shimano derailleur jockey pulleys?
So that's from Kenneth. Well, if you move to waxing your chain, you don't have to lubricate the pulley wheels like separately. The bearing inside has to have grease in it, but you don't have to get lubrication where the chain touches the pulley wheels. It's pretty simple.
No, it should be.
Yeah, the bit of wax that's on the chain is going to reduce any friction that's there. Easy. Okay, next question is, I haven't got the username to hand. Hi, with cassettes, can you mix and match the gears? If you were going to do a lot of climbing and have bigger gears, and if more work on the flat, smaller gears, I've got an 8-speed cassette and I don't want to upgrade the shifters and derailleurs. Thanks. So they want to see if they can mix and match different cassettes from different speeds. I don't think you can't do that.
Unfortunately, you can't upgrade like that. That would be nice if you could.
Imagine you upgrade your whole group set.
Yeah.
Just went, I'll buy a new cassette.
Yeah.
Job done.
No, unfortunately, you can kind of downgrade. So for an Everesting, I ran 11-speed shifters, but I ran an 8. I turned 11-speed cassette to an 8-speed cassette.
But when you say you turn it to an 8-speed cassette, you've just removed some of the cogs. They're still the correct cogs.
They're still the correct cog width, yeah. So it's not really like running not possible, sorry.
Yeah, you've got to use the right speed cassette to go with the speed of the shifters.
And speed chains.
Yeah, good point.
It all meshes.
Next question is from Mealy6050. They say, hi GCN, I've been looking at the Trek Monda frame set, but on Google it says aluminium frames only last 5 to 10 years. As it's going to be a daily use, was unsure of sort of carbon fibre as the fear someone would just yank the bike through and the lock would go through the frame. What would you go out of the options, or carbon or aluminium? Well, what would you do? Carbon or aluminium, daily commuting bike?
Don't know.
Well,
it depends how fast you want to go.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you want maybe maximal performance, you'd probably
go for the carbon bike.
Towards carbon
fibre.
fibre.
As a commuter bike.
As a commuter, you want something that's maybe going to be robust. You don't want anything too flashy that people are going to try and steal. Also,
it could get damaged when you lock it next to other bikes.
Yeah.
People tear their bikes off. And yeah, you don't want it to look nickable.
No, so I'm in complete agreement. I would go aluminium, but I don't think you need to be concerned that
about the 5 to 10 years.
No, it's going to last a lot longer than that.
I've not seen aluminium frame perish after 10 years.
No. Right, next question. Who's it from?
I'm Keno33.
All right.
Says, hi GCN crew. I'll be entering a few time trials this year based around Cheshire, but on a budget I have 2 wheel sets. A set of ProLite Bracciano A42W Aero road wheels. God, that one rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
With a rim depth of 42mm and with a combined weight of 1,923 grams. I think they are tubeless ready or compatible, ? I don't know, you tell us. My other are a set of Scribe 365 tubeless ready wheels with a rim depth of 26mm and weigh much less at 1,574 grams. Which wheel set would you opt for? To be quicker for 25 miles at an average speed of 24 to 25 miles an hour.
What an in-depth question.
What's the science behind it? Thanks in advance.
Wow. I'm Keno is very keen with all of that information.
Yeah, he is.
I would say it should be pretty clear cut here. If you're trying to ride fast and your time trial is at high speeds and generally isn't like taking up some massive climb, then aerodynamics is going to trump weight in that situation.
Yeah, 100%. Get the 42mm on, mate.
Yeah. And
once you're up to speed, you're up to speed.
Yeah, I'd make sure to combine the slightly deeper rims with a premium fast tyre as well, because that's going to make
that does make a huge difference, especially at that speed.
If, however, your time trial was only going uphill, you'd maybe consider the little bit of weight saving.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Unless you're Ollie or Alex Payton.
Unless you're Ollie or me, and then we always say aero trumps weight. But right, okay. Patrick Van der Vlen says, I'm taking my aero bike with 60mm wheels into the Alps soon for the first time. I'm wondering how 60mm wheels are going to behave in a really fast descent. Well, there's lots of things to take into consideration here. The wind is going to be the first thing.
Yeah, I would say that's the biggest factor, really, for descending. And it depends on the wheel type.
Yeah, that's
true.
We're
talking a newer, wider rim that might be a bit friendlier in the wind.
Yeah.
Nicer yaw angles, or are we talking old school narrow V-shaped rim, which is a lot twitchier in the wind as well.
Also, something to consider actually is if they have perhaps only just got these new wheels, they might have just moved from, say, a shallow aluminium wheel. So something else to consider is the brake performance on long descents.
Yeah.
Carbon rims.
Are we talking disc brake or are we talking?
Yeah, well, we haven't got that sort of information.
We need bloody Kino 33 back with the detail.
we need all the details. But I would just be mindful, if it's rim brake, I would definitely be mindful in terms of brake performance.
Yeah.
Because it can be easy to overheat the carbon rims.
Especially on a long alpine descent, for
but I think
sure.
There's absolutely no reason to be concerned.
No.
Just be a bit more mindful of the handling because the wind is going to affect it a bit. Next one from Georges. What you got?
How come you need to increase the height of your saddle as you reduce your crank length? Surely short cranks means you should lower your saddle.
No, so if the crank is shorter, that means that your pedal is going to move up slightly.
Yeah.
So therefore, if you don't move your saddle and your foot's come up, your effective saddle height is reduced.
You've squashed yourself a little bit. Yeah.
So I think a general rule of thumb, shorten your cranks by like a millimetre or so, your saddle height should increase accordingly.
Yeah.
There's a lot more to it than just that, but that's the principle behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Wow. Blasted through it. That was our last question in the Tech Clinic this week. Hope you found it helpful. Thanks for being on, helping us out, Max.
Thanks for having me.
Don't forget, let us know in the comments section down below if you've got any future questions, and we'll get them to another week.
And Alex loves the detail, so get it in.
Yeah, I love it. Right. See you later. Boom.